I'm at the National Portrait Gallery with the curator Paul Morehouse. Paul, nice to meet you.
Good to see you, Rachel.
I understand this is one of your particular favourites.
Well, it is. I mean, it's quite a poignant image. This is the photograph which appeared in the Times on the 7th of February 1952. And it's the first time anybody in the United Kingdom saw the new Queen. There she is. She's a young, nervous 25-year-old. She's just been told that her father has died, and she's just come back on a plane from Africa, where she was with the Duke of Edinburgh, and she's on the tarmac, her first contact with British soil as Queen.
And after this, of course, she would be painted by hundreds of painters and sculpted. And what kind of transition have we seen from these, like this one over here, for example, the more romantic images, through to today's current informal and unconventional pieces?
Well, that's right. This is what the exhibition explores. I mean, there's a sense that the image that we have of the Queen has been created by formal portraits, and that's certainly true. I mean, this is one of the great formal, splendid portraits of the 20th century, of the Queen. But what the exhibition shows is that the image that we have of her is not only a formal issue. The mass media, the newspapers, magazine, television, all of these other contributors have also shaped the view that we have of the Queen. So the exhibition explores the dialogue between the formal and the more unfamiliar, the spontaneous. As you go through the exhibition, times change. We're now in the 1960s and the 1970s. It's a very, very different place altogether. The Queen is getting older, but times are changing. The 60s is not the formal, deferential place that the 1950s was. In the 1960s, there's more of an intolerant attitude towards privilege and elevated status. So the Queen has to deal with that. She can't go on being seen as somebody elevated above the ordinary. She has to come down off her pedestal, if you like, and appear to be a little bit more in touch with ordinary people. So what you have over here is an image of the Queen when she's slightly older, and you notice that all of the formal regal trappings have gone away.
And very maternal too.
Now she's being presented as a mother.
And a lovely juxtaposition there too with the mother of the people over here.
Absolutely. This is the intimate mother in close contact with her child, and this is the mother of peoples, the Queen shown as she does this tour in 1961 of India, Nepal and Pakistan, and you've got millions of people, literally 500,000 people in Delhi turning out to see her. So you have the mother of her family, but the mother of a huge extended family as well.
And as we move through this exhibition, we start seeing the particular strains that Public Office has had on the Queen.
This is a photograph that again appeared in newspapers in 1982, and this was a really difficult time for the Queen. This was the year of the Falklands. The preceding year there had been riots in British cities. Members of the Household Cavalry had been assassinated by the IRA. This was the year that Michael Fagan, an intruder, penetrated into the Queen's bedroom when she was actually in bed. So there's a sense that her privacy was being violated as well. And of course we see the Prince of Wales and Princess Diana walking behind her. This is a year after their wedding, and there's already the first rumours of trouble in their marriage. So there's a lot going on at this time. And yes, just for once in this exhibition, where we have a succession of images and very, very kind of formal views of the Queen, it's almost as if the mask drops, and for a second you see the Queen registering the strain of all of those difficult events.
And we have some more informal images over here with Andy Warhol.
Well, I think that Warhol, in a way, picks up on this idea of the mask dropping for a second, and what he's exploring here is that concept, the idea that the Queen wears a mask, because what you have here is a sense of the photographic image that is underneath all of this kind of surface of colour and abstracted shape, and it's very beautiful. But at the same time, you have a sense of extreme artifice, as though he's suggesting that what we're looking at with the Queen all the time isn't a real person. It's just a mask. So again, this is a beautiful image, but it's a quietly critical one as well.
And Paul Morehouse, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And there you go, the exhibition charting the transformation of images from mystique to familiarity during Queen Elizabeth II's 60-year reign.